Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to bring you some out of the ballpark. Well, I butchered that, didn't I? Let's try that again. Take two. We're going to bring you some out of the park baseball 18. Ted Williams Swan Song season, the 1960 Boston Red Sox. We've made some adjustments, open world, so we brought Carl Yastrzemski up, made a trade to get a very young Billy Williams from AA from the Cubs. And so some of the players you are seeing on this team were not the exact players in the 1960 Red Sox, but this is out of the park baseball 18, more of an open universe. And our whole goal is to get to 500 or better and finish in 4th place. Right now, as we stand, the Boston Red Sox 41 wins, 48 losses. Will be playing the Cleveland Indians, who are 30 wins and 57 losses. So it's our drive to 500 in Teddy Ball Game Swan Song season, little late night baseball as I'm watching the Red Sox and Seattle Mariners on NESN. Figured I'd play a game. So let's go to the lineups here. For the visiting Cleveland Indians, leading off first baseman Vic Power, then Terry Francona's father, batting second the left fielder Tito Francona, batting third playing shortstop Woody Held, batting fourth the right fielder Harvey Keene, batting fifth the catcher John Romano, batting sixth the second baseman Bubba Phillips, batting seventh the third baseman Mike De La Hoz, batting eighth. It's interesting, they have the pitcher batting eighth. It's going to be Mudcat Grant. Batting ninth the center fielder Jim King. For the Boston Red Sox, the hometown team, batting first Pete Reynolds, playing second base. Batting second playing shortstop Pumpsy Green. Batting third Teddy Ball Game Ted Williams, playing left field. Batting fourth all-star third baseman Frank Malzone. Pete Reynolds, Ted Williams, and Frank Malzone all started the Out of the Park Baseball 18 1960 All-Star Game in my league. At first base, Vic Wertz batting fifth. Batting sixth, playing center field, Billy Williams. Batting seventh, playing right field, Carl Yastrzemski. We brought him up a year early to play with Ted Williams. Thought that'd be cool. Batting eighth and doing the catching, the hot-hitting Jim Pagliarone. And batting ninth and doing the pitching, Earl Wilson. So Earl Wilson's on the mound. He has a record of 6 wins, 4 losses, 4.20 ERA. His battery mate, Jim Pagliarone, average defensive catcher with above average arm. We have Frank Malzone at third, above average. Pumpsy Green at short, poor. Pete Reynolds, 7 out of 10 at second base. And Vic Wertz, another poor fielder, at first. In left field, you have Ted Williams, not known at this age for his defense. As you can see, 3 out of 10 fielding, 4 out of 10 arm. Billy Williams have to cover a lot of ground out there in center. 5 out of 10 defensively, he's average, and then 6 out of 10 arm. And you have Carl Yastrzemski, brought him up a year early, 5 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. So at the plate is Vic Powers. Powers is batting .288, 7 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Very good contact hitter, below average power and eye. He likes to hit early in the count, and he was batting .429 off Earl Wilson. So we're going to try with a pitch around, see if we can get him to reach. Wilson gets the sign from Jimmy Pagliarone. Here's the pitch to Power. We await the pitch as the computer does its thing. That's a grounder. Malzone dives, but it gets by him down the line. It's going to be a double. So a leadoff double by Vic Power. Malzone couldn't make the play at third. So the Indians already have a runner in scoring position for Tito Francona. Francona's batting .262. 6 home runs, 28 RBIs. Another good contact hitter with above average power and eye. He is a left-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift right. Wilson toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Francona. Power at second, no outs. Francona grounds to Wirtz, who flips to Wilson, but not in time. That's going to be an infield hit. Oh, God, I hate infield hits. So runners on the corners with no outs, and Woody Held comes to the plate for the Indians. Shortstop's batting .258, 18 home runs, and 45 runs batted in. Average contact, excellent power, above average eye. Right-handed extreme pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift left in the infield. Looking at turn 2, they'll give up a run. Wilson's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Held. And he walks on the 3-2 count. The Red Sox are in a world of hurt right now. Bases loaded, no outs, and Harvey Keene steps to the plate. Indian right fielder, .323 average, 3 home runs, 26 RBIs, excellent contact hitter. Below average power, good eye, he bats .500 off Wilson. He loves to hit early in the count. Again, the Red Sox are going to look to turn 2 here. Moving to double play depth, they'll give up a run. Indians looking to break this game open early. Wilson gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Keene. And that ball sent out to center field. Billy Williams going back on the warning track. He makes the catch, tagging up and scoring from third is Vic Powers. And moving from second to third is Tito Francona. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. And the catcher for the Indians, John Romano, steps to the plate. Romano's batting .277, 9 home runs, 38 runs batted in. He's also an extreme pull hitter. Red Sox infield will shift left. They want a twin killing to get out of this inning. Keep it at a 1-run deficit. Romano, above average contact, good power, and above average eye. Likes to hit early in the count. Francona at third, Held at first. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Romano. That ball's blooped into left field. Ted Williams on the run. He makes the catch and he fires frantically to the plate and he overthrows the catcher. Scoring from third is Tito Francona. It is 2-0 now. Nice running catch by Williams, but then he uncorked a wild throw to the plate that Pagliarone could not corral. Woody Held moves up to second base. Very poor runner. 1 out of 10 speed, 1 out of 10 stealing ability. 2 outs, 1 on. And Bubba Phillips comes to the plate. Indian second baseman, only batting .216, no home runs, 10 RBIs, below average contact, power and eye. Earl Wilson looking to get the 3rd out here in the top of the 1st. The windup and the pitch. And that ball's ripped out to right field. Yastrzemski going back on it. At the warning track, he reaches up and makes the catch. Inning over. Nice running catch by Carl Yastrzemski. Saves the Red Sox from any more damage. We go to the bottom of the 1st, 2-0 Cleveland. Due up for Boston, Pete Reynolds, Pumpsy Green, and Ted Williams. To face Mudcat Grant. Mudcat on the year, very bad season. 2 wins, 14 losses, earned run average of 5.60. Below average stuff, average movement, average control. His battery mate, John Romano, 5 out of 10, defensive ability and throwing. Mike De La Hoz is at third base, very good defensively. Woody Held's excellent at short. Bubba Phillips, not much to say at second, 1 out of 10. And Vic Powers, 7 out of 10, Gold Glove first baseman. In left field, Tito Francona, average fielder, poor arm. Then you have Jim King in center, again, average fielder. Good arm, though, 7 out of 10. And then the best outfielder of the lot, you have Harvey Keene in right, 7 out of 10. Defense, 10 out of 10 arm. So Pete Reynolds to lead off for the 1960 Red Sox. He's batting .315. 1 home run, 21 runs batted. Excellent contact hitter, very little power, and a very good eye. He likes to hit early in the count, and he's batting .500 off Grant. He was an all-star second baseman. He started the game. He's a left-handed hitter. He'll be swinging away. Here's the pitch by Grant. And Reynolds singles to right field. Oh, it's going to be a hustle double. So, Harvey Keene takes his time getting to the ball. Reynolds takes advantage of that, and he has a hustle double. He's in scoring position. Represents a tying run. Pumpsy Green comes to the plate. Red Sox shortstop batting .274, 3 home runs and 28 runs knocked in. Average contact, below average power, excellent eye. Green loves to also hit early in the count. If you're thinking sacrifice bunt to move him over, Pumpsy Green is only a 1 out of 10, so he will not be bunting. Left-handed batter, spray hitter. Hopefully he can put this ball at least on the ground to the right side. Grant gets the sign from Romano. Here's the pitch to Green, and he strikes him out on the 0-2 pitch, swinging. So 1 out. Now come to the plate, Teddy Williams, Teddy ball game. Williams in his swan song season, 19 home runs, 46 RBIs, and a .307 batting average. He's ready. Williams digs in. Tying run at second here in the bottom of the first. Mudcat sets and delivers. Here's the pitch to Williams. And Williams rips that ball to second, who goes to first. So there's 2 outs. Pete Reynolds advances to third base. So that went Phillips to Power. So with 2 outs, it'll be up to the cleanup hitter, Frank Malzone. Malzone started the All-Star game. He's having a fine season. 13 home runs, 73 runs batted in. He's batting .296. Average contact, below average power and eye. With runners in scoring position, .367, though he's only hitting .167 off Mudcat. So 2 outs, Reynolds at third. He represents the tying run. Malzone will be taking. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. It's in there. So Malzone behind in the count actually hits better. 0-1 count. He's ready to grip and rip. Romano goes through the signs. Grant sets and delivers to Malzone. And Malzone rips that ball down the left field line. And that's going to be a RBI 2-out single. Frank Malzone comes through in the clutch once again. This ball game's tied up. So 2 outs, 1 on, and Vic Wertz steps to the plate. Power hitting first baseman for the Red Sox. 7 home runs, 35 RBIs, batting .283. Got off to a slow start here, but has picked up the pace just before the All-Star break. He does not like to hit early in the count. Left-handed batter to face the right-handed throwing Mudcat Grant. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch by Grant. Grant starts him off with a strike. 0-1 count. Malzone at first. 2 outs. Vic Wertz is ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch. And Wertz bloops one out into left center. It's going to drop in there in front of Francona. So 2 on, 2 outs. Billy Williams comes to the plate. Williams batting .267, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs. He's only batting 143, though, off Mudcat Grant. RBI opportunity here could put the Red Sox ahead. Williams likes to hit early in the count. Romano sets the target. Grant rocks and delivers. Here's the pitch to Williams. And Williams works a walk on the 3-1 count. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs. A few Red Sox fans who are here in the ringing on this 70-degree night. Wind blowing out to right, 12 miles per hour. 5,022 fans are here at Fenway Park. Carl Yastrzemski steps to the plate, bases loaded. Yaz is only hitting .250 in his bases loaded opportunities. Average contact hitter. 3 home runs, 24 RBIs, .262 batting average. Red Sox looking to jump out in front here in the bottom of the first, 1-1 ball game. Mudcat Grant gets the sign. He sets and delivers to Yastrzemski. No place to put him. And Yaz goes down, looking on the 1-2 count, inning over. And Cleveland leads 2-1. I forgot Cleveland scored 2 runs in the first. I was hoping they didn't. I apologize for the faux pas. So we go to the top of the second, 2-1 Cleveland. Leading off for Cleveland, Mike De La Hoz. Batting .231, 9 home runs, 29 runs batted in, below average contact, average power and eye. Right-handed pull hitter, the Red Sox infield will shift left. Only batting 143 off Wilson. Wilson gets a sign from Jimmy Paggs. He rocks and fires, and he strikes out. De La Hoz, but now rain beginning to fall. So, no, that's strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilson's ready. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out on the 3-2 count. Big swing and a miss. So 1 up, 1 down. Rain is falling. And the pitcher, Mudcat Grant, comes to the plate, batting .094. That's all you need to know. It's very interesting that Cleveland has Grant batting 8th as opposed to 9th. Wilson gets the sign from Jim Pagliarone. Here's the pitch to Mudcat. And that's a number back to Wilson. No, Paggs gets it. He throws the first and another infield hit on the bunt. Oh, my God. Hello, Ken Castro and Pesky Pole. How you doing, my friends? Ken says, hi, Al. I'm here. Just need to finish out this 1884 game listening till then. Well, thank you for joining me, my friend. I'll be speaking very low. People are sleeping in the house. I won't get my normal excitement and screams. It's like Al on, what's the word I'm looking... I can't think of the drug. And Pesky Pole asks, where did you get the 3D stadium? It looks sweet. Well, this one I loaded off of a site. Now, I think it's Replay Sports. I think. Or, wait, this could be in the workshop, actually. But also, Pesky Pole, they have all the modern stadiums already loaded up. You just have to go in under the files and load them. So, but thank you to both you fine gentlemen for joining me. So another infield hit, 1 out, 1 on. And now Jim King steps to the plate. King batting .235, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, is a normal hitter. Red Sox will move into double play depth. It's a left-handed batter. Wilson's ready. Here's the pitch to King. Sox looking to turn 2. And he strikes him out, swinging on the 2-2 count. So 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the order, Vic Power, who doubled his first time up. Past the dive of Frank Malzone down the left field line. Wilson toes the rubber. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Power. And he strikes out Power. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Indians. Jump back to the chat. Pesky Post says, I have all the modern ones. I just don't have the old school ones. Looks incredible. Pesky Poe getting ready to replay the 1983 Pine Tar game since today is the anniversary. Oh, cool. Well, what I'll do is, I think this was in the workshop under Out of the Ballpark 17. For some reason that sticks in my head. It's either in the workshop. I'll go back and check, and then I'll put something in the on the page later on. But if not, there's also an excellent site. It's called Replay Sports, or Retro Replay Sports. I'll put that link in later too. So Ken, how is your 1884 game going, my friend? Alright, so here come the Boston Red Sox. Bottom of the second, down one. Jimmy Paggs, who's been on fire. He's got 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in, 241 batting average. Batting 500 off Grant. Loves to hit early in the count. He's ready to grip and rip. Let's see if he can put one over the monster. Romano flashes the signs. Here's the pitch by Mudcat. Jimmy Paggs bloops one out into center field, coming on and making the catch. King. I want to make sure he made the catch, but he did. So here comes the number 9 hitter, the pitcher, Earl Wilson. He's batting 150. He has a home run and 4 runs knocked in. Right-handed batter. He's going to take. Mudcat delivers. Ball 1. Wilson will take again. Ball 2, so outside, inside. 2-0 count. He puts the bat on his shoulders. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, 3-0. He will not swing until he gets a strike, possibly 2. Romano looks very sternly out at Mudcat Grant. Mudcat nods his head. He rocks and fires. 4 consecutive balls, and they walk the pitcher. Ken Castro says, top of the 5th, Grays 3, Philadelphia Quakers nothing. And he says, hey, Pesky. If you're watching, feel free to jump in the chat. That's what we're all about here on this station. A good time, talk some baseball. What projects are you guys working on? Things of that nature. So Wilson's on at first. 1 out, top of the order, Pete Reynolds. Once again, Reynolds started the All-Star game in this retro replay. He's 1 for 1 today. He had a hustle double to lead off the bottom of the first. He'll be swinging away. Grant gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. And Reynolds grounds the second. That's going to be a double play. 4-6-3, inning over. Go to the top of the third. 2-1 Cleveland. And Terry's father, Tito Francona, comes to the plate. Left-handed pull hitter. He's 1 for 1 today. Red Sox infield will shift right. Tito loves to hit early in the count. Wilson gets the sign. He rocks and fires. And that is a line drive past the first baseman and the diving Pete Reynolds for a leadoff single. Francona not a threat to run. And the very dangerous Woody Held comes to the plate. He's an extreme right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox will shift left. Again, hope to get 2 in the shift. He's batting 500 off Wilson. He's walked his first time up. Jimmy Paggs flashes the signs. Here's the pitch to Held. And he sends a line shot into left center field. Billy Williams retrieves it and fires towards the third base bag. So the first 2 runners are on for Cleveland as they look to extend their lead. And Harvey Keene comes to the plate. He had a sacrifice fly. Ted Williams made a nice running catch, but then fired wildly to the plate. So 2 on, no outs. Red Sox will move into double play depth. Wilson toes the rubber, peers in at Pags. He gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that ball is going to go out to Ted Williams. He's coming on, and he makes a diving catch. Teddy ball game. The old gray mare is what she used to be. Nice catch by Williams in left. Runners retreat back to their bags. So he saved a run there. So 1 out, 2 on. John Romano, the catcher, comes to the plate. He has an RBI today on a sacrifice. He's another one of these Cleveland Indian extreme pull hitters. The Red Sox will shift left off the right-handed batting Romano. 1 out, 2 on. He's only batting 143 off Wilson. Pags goes through the signs. Wilson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Romano. That ball is ripped past the diving Malzone and coming around to score. Here's the throw to the plate, but not in time, is Tito Francona. Williams gave it a good bid, but Francona slides in safely. It's now 3-1 Cleveland. Yes, Pesky Pole says, way to go, Teddy. It was a fabulous catch. So there's still 1 out. Runners at first and second. Bubba Phillips comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Wilson and the Red Sox desperately want to turn 2. Get out of this. Down 2 runs. Here's the pitch to Phillips. And that ball goes out to Carl Yastrzemski in right field. He moves over towards the line a bit, settles under, makes the catch, and fires back in towards the infield. Runners bluff, but stay put. So there's 2 outs now. And the third baseman, Mike De La Hoz, comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Another pull hitter. Cleveland's just full of pull hitters. Red Sox once again shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. I very rarely shift my outfield. 2 outs, 2 on. Held at second, very slow of foot. Same goes with Romano at first. Jimmy Pagliarone flashes the sign. Wilson rocks and delivers. And that ball is sent out to Ted Williams. He comes in on it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But Cleveland scores 1. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Indians. Due up for the Red Sox, Pumpsy Green, Ted Williams, and Frank Malzone. Well, thank you for stopping by, Pesky Pole. Hope all is well. Enjoy your Pine Tar game. And look forward to your channel as always. So remember, Pesky Pole, good friend of Al Red Sox channel. And check out Pesky Pole. He also has a website and a blog and Twitter. He does a lot of college football predictions. I checked out a little bit of that today. I'm going to watch the rest of it. He has a spreadsheet going that shows the statistics of who should win and why, sort of. And he does a lot of Red Sox replay. So check out Pesky Pole, and that's spelled P-E-S-K-Y space P-O-L-E. Thank you very much for stopping by, my friend. Have a good evening. So Pumpsy Green comes to the plate. Green's 0 for 1. Left-handed batter. The windup and the pitch by Grant. Green swings, rips that ball down to Power, who takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. Nice play by Vic Power. Ted Williams comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He'll take the first pitch here. Grant comes inside on him. Try to brush Teddy Ballgame back off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. When Williams is ahead in the count, he bats .371, so he's ready to grip and rip. Romano goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch to Williams. And Williams rips a shot into right center field, and that will be a single for Teddy Ballgame. A 1-out single for Williams. And Frank Malzone comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Malzone represents the tying run. He has 13 home runs on the year, 74 RBIs. Batting .286 off Grant. Grant peers in at Romano. Here's the pitch to Malzone. 1 out, 1 on. Malzone swings and misses on the 3-2 count. A lot of movement on that fastball. So there's 2 outs now. And Vic Wertz steps to the plate, the Red Sox first baseman. He's 1 for 1 today. A left-handed batter. He'll be taking. He does not like to hit early in the count. Here's the pitch to Wertz. They throw over to first. Williams gets back. Williams is very slow. Wertz gets back in the batter's box. He's still taking. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. So when Wertz is ahead in the count, he bats .378. He's ready to swing away now. Grant rocks and fires. Wertz sends that ball gone. That is crushed to right field. The Red Sox have just tied this game up at 3. Wow. 449. He crushed that off-speed pitch. That's a slider that stayed straight. So we have a whole new ball game. That was Vic Wertz's 8th home run of the year. So with 2 outs, 3-3 ball game, Billy Williams comes to the plate. He walked his first time up. Williams loves to hit early in the count. Grant seems a little shaken up out on the mound. He nods his head. Here's the pitch to Williams. Williams grounds a soft one back to Grant, who throws to power. Inning over, but damage done on the 2-run blast by Vic Wertz. We go to the top of the 4th, tied at 3. In this crusade for 500 or better in Ted Williams' swan song season. Mudcat Grant will lead off for the Indians. He had a bunt single. He's 1 for 1. Wilson's ready. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out on the 2-2 count, swinging. 1 up, 1 down. Now the center fielder, left-handed batting Jim King. He's 0 for 1 today. Red Sox infield and outfield straightaway and normal. Jimmy Paggs goes through the signs. Wilson nods his head. Here's the pitch to King. And King walks on 4 consecutive balls. King 3 out of 10 speed. 6 out of 10 stealing ability, though. So if he gets an opportunity, he might run on Jimmy Paggs, who has a 5 out of 10 arm. And the very dangerous Vic Power steps to the plate. Indian first baseman's 1 for 2. He's a spray hitter. Red Sox move into double play depth. Outfield straightaway and normal. The windup and the pitch by Wilson. That ball is ripped to Reynolds, and it's by him. And going first to third is King. Williams' throw from center is too late. So the go-ahead run is at third base, Jim King. At first, Vic Power, 5 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing ability. And Tito Francona comes to the plate. He's 2 for 2 today. Left-handed pull hitter. Red Sox will shift their infield right. Outfield still straightaway and normal. They want to turn 2 to get out of this inning. Jimmy Paggs gives the sign. He sets the target. Wilson rocks and fires to Francona. And that ball is ripped into right center field. 1 run will score. And Power will hold at second. So an RBI single for Tito Francona. He's now 3 for 3 with an RBI. And Cleveland takes the lead in the top of the 4th, 4-3. So 2 on, 1 out. And the dangerous Woody Held comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Red Sox will shift left on the extreme right-handed pull hitter. Again, looking for the double play. Held's batting .600 off Wilson, but only .241 with runners in scoring position. Wilson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Held. And he walks him on the 3-2 count. Held would not chase, so base is loaded. 1 out. Harvey Keene steps to the plate. Keene's 0 for 1. He has a sacrifice fly for an RBI. No place to put Harvey. Wilson has struggled in these 4 innings. He's up to 93 pitches already. God knows we don't want to go to our bullpen. It's horrible. Paggs goes out to have a word with Wilson. Malzone and Wirtz join him. Meeting adjourned, they go back to their positions. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch by Earl, the Duke of Wilson. And that ball is sent out to Ted Williams in left field. He moves towards the line. He makes the catch. And the runners bluff but hold. So there's 2 outs now. The base is still loaded. John Romano comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. He's another one of these pull hitters, except he's an extreme pull hitter. Red Sox shift left in the infield for the right-handed batting Romano. Outfield straightaway and normal. Wilson 1 out away from getting out of this jam with only 1 run. He's ready. He sets and delivers to Romano. And he walks in a run on 4 consecutive pitches. The Indians now lead 5-3. So now Bubba Phillips steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. And Jimmy Paggs goes out to the mound. Wilson says, "I'm still feeling good." The Red Sox will now get bullpen action up, as our bullpen is dreadful. We're going to get the lefty Chet Nichols up in the pen. And Ike DeLocke, the righty. DeLocke's been struggling. Alright, so bases loaded, 2 outs. Phillips at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch for Wilson. 5-3 Indians, top of the 4th. And Bubba Phillips lines the ball past the diving Vic Wirtz. 1 run scores. Here's the throw to the plate, and Yastrzemski nails him. He gets held at the plate. What a throw by Carl Yastrzemski. But a run does score. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 6-3. And who leads off the inning but the man who threw the runner out at the plate, Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz is 0 for 1 today. He bats .310 off the first pitch. Mudcat's ready. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. And he pops it up. Calling for it is a third baseman, and he makes the catch. Delahoe. 1 out. Jimmy Paggs comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Grant gets a sign from Romano. batting .333 off Mudcat. Here's the pitch to Pags. And that ball is out to left field at the track, and making a leaping catch is Tito Francona, robbing Jimmy Pags of extra bases. So Earl Wilson comes to the plate. And I think that's going to be it for Wilson. Wilson's up to 108 pitches, and he's struggled. So we're going to go with Don Gile. Come in to pinch hit for Earl Wilson. So Wilson's final box score: 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned, walked 4, struck out 4. And here's Don Gile. 2 outs, no one on. Gile, in mostly pinch hitting duties, has 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, and he's batting .259. Below average contact, above average power, with a below average eye. He does not like to hit early in the count. He'll take. Here's the pitch by Grant. That's a ball. Rain begins to fall. It's raining pretty heavy. The umps call a rain delay. It's raining, 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 raining. Oh, I swear to God, they better not stop this game. The rain has stopped. The delay lasted 45 minutes, which means now my bullpen's tired. Thank you, rain delay. So Don Giles steps back out to the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. When he's ahead in the count, he bats .417. He'll be gripping and ripping. The windup and the pitch to Gile. And he sends that ball out in the left field. Francona comes on. He makes the catch, inning over. So after a 45-minute rain delay, Gile flies out to Francona. Go to the top of the 5th. The Indians lead. We have to make a pitching change here, and we're going to go with... we're going to go with Ike DeLock. And we'll sit the lefty Chet Nichols down. So Ike DeLock's now on the mound for the Red Sox. He has struggled this year. 2 wins, 5 losses. Earned run average of 5.67. So it's 6-3 Cleveland here in the top of the 5th. DeLock to face Indians third baseman Mike De La Hoz. Right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox shift left in the infield. Straight away in the outfield. DeLock's ready. He sets and delivers. And he walks him on the 3-2 count. Red Sox pitching has been atrocious today, folks. They've already given up 6 runs. De La Hoz not a threat to steal. Mudcat Grant steps to the plate, and I believe he's going to be bunting. Play corners in. Try to get the lead runner. So corners are in. DeLock gets a sign from Jim Pagliarone. Here's the pitch to Grant. He misses the bunt. So it's no balls, 1 strike. Corners are still in. The windup and the pitch. There's the bunt. DeLock fields it and throws to Reynolds, who's covering first base, and they just get Grant out at first. Advancing to second base, Mike De La Hoz. So Mudcat does his job with the sacrifice. 1 out, runner in scoring position. Number 9 hitter Jim King comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. DeLocke gets the sign. Here's the pitch to King. That ball is past the diving Vic Wertz, down the line and scoring. Here comes a throw from Yastrzemski, and he nails De La Hoz at the plate. Once again, Carl Yastrzemski uncorks the cannon of an arm. That's his second runner he's thrown out, to the cheers of the 5,022 fans here at Fenway Park. So there's 2 outs. Jim King at first. Top of the order, Vic Power comes to the plate. Power 2 for 3 today. DeLocke works quickly. Here's the pitch. Powers grounds to Reynolds, who throws to Wertz, inning over. So the Indians threaten but do not score thanks to Carl Yastrzemski, who guns out another Tribe runner at the plate. Go to the bottom of the 5th, 6-3, Cleveland. Pete Reynolds the lead off for the Red Sox. He's 1 for 2. Mudcat gets the sign. Here's the pitch to the lefty Reynolds. And Reynolds sends the ball the other way into left field for a leadoff single. He's now 2 for 3. Pumpsy Green comes to the plate. Green's 0 for 2. Could play a little hit and run here, maybe. Now we're going to play some hit and run here. Green likes to hit early in the count. Grant gets the sign from Romano, hit and run on. And Pumpsy Green pops it up in the shallow outfield. Coming over and making the catch is De La Hoz. The third baseman shows fine range as he makes the catch right near the stands. Retreating back to first is Reynolds, and now Ted Williams comes to the plate. Teddy Ballgame 1 for 2. He'd love to go yard and pull the Red Sox to within 1 run. He'll be taking the first pitch. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch by Grant. And that's a called strike on the curveball. So when Williams is behind the count, he bats .292, and he's batting .500 off Mudcat Grant. Williams is ready to grip and rip. Grant rocks and fires. Williams swings, and that ball goes up the middle for another single. So runners at first and second, and Frank Malzone comes to the plate. Ken Castro says, final, Gray 6, Quaker 0. Gray is now 45-18. Well, congratulations, Ken. Thank you for that update. So Malzone's at the plate. 1 for 2 with an RBI. 1 swing of the bat. Frank can tie this ball game up. He has 13 home runs on the year with 74 RBIs. With bases loaded, with runners in scoring position, he's batting .374. Only .250 off Grant, though. Malzone's ready to grip and rip. Romano goes through the signs. Here's the pitch by Grant. Malzone swings and sends that ball into right field. Reynolds is held up at third, as he's not very speedy, so bases are loaded. For Vic Wertz, power hitting first baseman. He's 2 for 2 today with a home run and 2 RBIs. He can put the Red Sox ahead with 1 swing of the bat. With bases loaded, he's batting .400. He's 4 for 10. .333 off Grant. He'll take the first pitch. He does not like to hit early in the count. No one up in the Cleveland bullpen yet. Mudcat gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Wertz. He's taking. That's a strike. Slider in there. No balls, 1 strike. Behind the count, Wertz's average goes to .302. He's looking for a pitch he can drive here with 1 out. No place to put Vic Wertz. The windup and the pitch by Grant. Wertz goes down swinging On the curveball. Ugh. So there's 2 outs now, and it's up to Billy Williams. Red Sox center fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. He's walked once. Williams loves to hit early in the count, but he has struggled against Mudcat Grant this year. 125 batting average. The windup and the pitch to Williams. And Billy Williams goes down swinging. The Red Sox squander a golden opportunity. Bases loaded with 1 out. Mudcat comes down and gets 2 consecutive strikeouts. And out of the jam we go to the top of the 6th, 6-3 Cleveland. Ike DeLock will now face Tito Francona, who's 3 for 3 with an RBI. Red Sox infield will shift right on the pull hitter. Francona, lefty. Outfield straightaway and normal. DeLock sets and delivers. And that ball is blooped into right field. That's what you call a Texas leaguer. 4 for 4 for Francona now. Woody Held comes to the plate. He loves to yank everything to the left side. Red Sox will shift left. Hoping for a double play ball here. Held's 1 for 1. DeLock toes the rubber. Gets the sign from Jim Pagliarone. Here's the pitch to Held. Held lines out to Malzone. Great reaction by Frank at third base. Quickly getting back to first is Francona. So 1 out, Harvey Keene steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Red Sox move into double play depth. DeLock rocks and fires. There goes Francona, the throw by Jimmy Pags, and Francona slides in safely. The throw was a little late, but that was an excellent slide by Tito Francona. He's in scoring position with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Keene digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Red Sox will now move out of double play depth, go back to normal. Here's the pitch to Keene. That ball is sent out into center field. Billy Williams gets under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. He throws the ball into Pumpsy Green. So 2 outs. Francona at second. It'll be up to John Romano to extend this inning or knock Francona in. He's 1 for 1. He has 3 RBIs. Very dangerous power hitter. Another extreme right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox shift left. Outfield straight away, normal. With runners in scoring position, Romano's .295 batting average. Pags goes through the signs. He sets the target. DeLock winds and delivers. And that ball's ripped to Pumpsy Green, who fires over to Wirtz. Inning over. Nice play by Pumpsy Green going to the third base side with the backhand and quickly firing a strike to Wirtz. Go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-3 Cleveland. Stepping to the plate for the Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski. He has gunned 2 Cleveland Indian runners out at the plate, keeping it a 6-3 ball game. Yaz is 0 for 2. Mudcat Grant is now up to 95 pitches. The windup and the pitch by Grant. Yastrzemski swinging away. And he sends that ball in the right field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. So Yaz is 1 for 3 now. That ball dropped in front of Keene. Jimmy Pags comes to the plate, and he'd love to go yard. If he does, he'll pull the Red Sox to within 1. Pags has 7 home runs on the year to go with his 21 RBIs. 6 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 eye. Pags loves to hit early in the count. Yastrzemski 5 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing. Power holding him on. Could Grant be tiring? If you're a Red Sox fan, you hope so. Remember, he's lost 14 games already. He's in line for his 3rd win in the season, though. Romano sets the target. Grant rocks and fires. Here's the pitch to Pags. And Jimmy Pags sends that ball out in the left field, and that's going to... No! A diving catch by Francona, robbing Jimmy Pags of a single and quickly retreating back to first base is Yastrzemski. Nice play by Tito in left. So Ike DeLock comes to the plate with one out. And we're going to get Chet Nichols back up in the pen. So Chet Nichols gets back up, and so does Galen Cisco, who has struggled. Nichols the lefty, Cisco the righty. And we're going to go to a pinch hitter now for DeLock. Let's give you the box score on DeLock. DeLock went 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, and walked a batter. So he did his job. See who to pinch hit. We're going to go with Don Demeter. Demeter has some power. So Don Demeter will come off the bench to pinch hit. Don Demeter on the season, 9 home runs, 33 RBIs, 230 batting average. He's either hit or miss. When he hits it, he usually hits it. When he doesn't, he doesn't. Against Grant, he's only batting 143. He likes to hit early, 269 off the first pitch. 6 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 contact, below average eye. He's going to be swinging away here. Yastrzemski's at first, 1 out. The windup and the pitch to Demeter. And Demeter grounds that ball to the shortstop, and this is going to be a 6-4-3 double play, inning over. So that went held to Phillips to Power. So Demeter does not get the results the Red Sox wanted as he bangs into an inning-ending double play. And now we're going to go with Galen Cisco. Will come in. He's been struggling of late. Pretty much the whole year the Red Sox pitching staff has struggled. So Cisco will come in, 9 spot. He's the pitcher. We'll sit Chet Nichols down. So Cisco comes in the game. He's 2 wins, 2 losses. 7.07 earned run average. He's walked 21, struck out 6. He'll face Bubba Phillips, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Cisco stuff is very poor, 3 out of 10. Movement is good, 7 out of 10. Control, average, 5 out of 10. Stamina, 8. Cisco gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Phillips. Phillips grounds to Pumpsy Green, who charges it, and he can't get the throw off in time. He just eats the ball. That's another infield hit. That's a 3rd infield hit for the Cleveland Indians. So Bubba Phillips is at first, not a threat to run. Very poor runner. Now Mike De La Hoz steps to the plate. Indian third baseman 0 for 2. Red Sox will shift left on the right-handed pull hitter. Cisco looking to induce a double play ball. The windup and the pitch. And De La Hoz sends that ball out in the left center field. Billy Williams on his horse, and he makes the running catch. Throws back into Pumpsy Green. Retreating back to first base is Phillips. Nice running catch by Billy Williams in center. He's got to cover a lot of ground with Ted Williams in left. So now Mudcat Grant steps to the plate. Grant's 1 for 2. He has a bunt single. Red Sox move into double play depth. Cisco rocks and fires. That ball goes back to Cisco, who quickly throws to Wirtz. Advancing to second, Bubba Phillips. So that was a hard bunt, it looks like. He gets his job done. 2 outs, Phillips in scoring position for the number 9 batter, Jim King. Cleveland center fielder. He's 1 for 2 today. Left-handed batter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Cisco looking to get the 3rd and final out here, the top of the 7th. Keep it a 3-run deficit for the Red Sox. Jimmy Pags flashes the signs. Cisco nods his head. Pags puts the target up. Here's the pitch to King. King rips that ball to Reynolds, who throws the Wirtz. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 7th as the organist plays Take Me Out to the Ball Game here at Fenway to the throng of 5,022 people. And after the rain delay, I don't even think it's that. It looks more like 800. But they're boisterous 800 as they sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Red Sox trail by 3, 6-3. 2-3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Ba-ba-bum-ba-bow. So due up for the Red Sox, top of the order, Reynolds, Green, and Williams. If anyone gets on, Frank Malzone. Pete Reynolds, 2 for 3 today. Mudcat Grant still out on the mound. He has 9 out of 10 stamina. He's up to 107 pitches, which is good for about 125. Reynolds is batting .556 off Grant. Grant gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. And Reynolds rips that ball down the right field line, and quickly getting over to is Keane, holding him to a leadoff single. Pumpsy Green comes to the plate. Red Sox shortstop 0 for 3 today. And we will be right back in a moment. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So Reynolds is at first. Pumpsy Green's at the plate. And I want to go to my bench for a second. Ron Jackson. You really don't have any power on the bench. Busby, Stevenson, Morgan. You know what? We're going to let Pumpsy Green hit. He's due. Green's 0 for 3. He's batting .271 right now. He's 0 for 5 off Grant, though. Well, he's due. He's due. Grant gets a sign from Romano. Green will be swinging away. Here's the pitch. And Pumpsy strikes out looking on the 2-2 count. So Pumpsy was due to go back to the bench, I guess. So with 1 out, Reynolds at first. Ted Williams comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 today. We need Williams to go yard here to bring the Red Sox to within 1. They're down 6-3. Batting .667 off Grant. He's going to be gripping and ripping. Romano flashes the sign, sets up the target. Mudcat rocks and fires. Williams swings, and that is a single down the right field line. Once again, Kuhn cuts it off before it can rattle around in the corner. So Teddy Ballgame's now 3 for 4. His batting average is going up, up, and up. And now Frank Malzone comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 today with an RBI. Malzone with 13 home runs on the season, and if he can send 1 yard, we have a tie ball game here, folks. And the 800 people left in the stadium after the rain delay will be ecstatic. Malzone 333 off Grant. And 380 with runners in scoring position. He's going to take the first pitch, though. Mudcat sets and delivers. That slider's in there. No balls, 1 strike. When Malzone's behind in the count, though, he hits it at a 321 clip. Grant gives up a 299 average. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Frank Malzone. And Malzone rips that ball down to Powers, and the only play is at second base. A hard slide prevents the double play. Williams really went into hard into second base. So runners at the corners now. Nice play by Teddy Ballgame, not allowing the double play and still giving the Red Sox hope for the power hitting first baseman Vic Wertz. Wertz is 2 for 3 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. He crushed a shot to right off Mudcat. He's batting .286 off Mudcat, and with runners in scoring position, .306. Wertz will be taking. He does not like to hit early in the count. Cleveland still does not have anyone up in their bullpen. Romano sets up the target. Here's the pitch by Grant. But before that, they throw to first. Back safely is Malzone. Wertz gets back in the left-handed batter's box. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Fastball in there. Wertz didn't like that call. Behind the count, Wertz's average jumps to 297. He's looking for a ball he can drive deep once again. Mudcat and Romano are not on the same page here. Romano goes back through the signs. Grant nods his head. He rocks and fires. Wertz swings, and that ball is into right field. And a run scores, making it 6-4. Malzone is at second base. The ball is very shallow. Malzone's slow as dirt. Kuhn has a cannon for an arm. We shall hold him at second. So Wertz has his 3rd RBI of the game. The Red Sox pulled to within 2. And now Billy Williams steps to the plate. Red Sox center fielder, he's 0 for 2. He has 5 home runs on the year. And his power against right-handed pitching is 7 out of 10. If Billy Williams goes yards, the Red Sox would take a 1-run lead. He's only batting 111 though off Grant. Grant's up to 129 pitches. Still no bullpen action for the Cleveland Indians. Romano sets up the target. Here's the pitch by Grant. Williams swings, sends that ball softly to third base, who goes to first, inning over. So De La Hoz goes to Power. The Red Sox score one, though. We go to the top of the eighth, 6-4. Galen Cisco still out on the mound. He'll face Vic Power. Power's 2 for 4. Right-handed spray hitter, first baseman for the Indians. Likes to hit early in the count. Jimmy Pag sets up. Cisco delivers. Power sends that ball out in the right field. It drops in front of Yastrzemski for a Cisco single. Tito Francona comes to the plate. He's 4 for 4. He's played stellar defense out in left, and he has an RBI. Left-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox shift right. Looking to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Here's the pitch by Cisco. And he walks Francona. So runners at first and second, no outs. The very dangerous power hitter Woody Held. Indian shortstop comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Another one of these pull hitters. They're just loaded with pull hitters. Red Sox shift left on the right-handed batting Held. Cisco gets the sign from Jimmy Pags. He rocks and fires. And that ball is going out in the left field. Williams won't get to that one. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's not in time. It's now 7-4. RBI single for Woody Held. Scoring from second is Power. Francona holds at second. And once again, the Red Sox will get bullpen action. Chet Nichols, the lefty, gets back up in the pen. And Mike Fernellis. Harvey Keene steps to the plate, the right fielder. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI. Red Sox moving to double play depth. Here's the pitch to Keene. No outs, 2 on. That's a grounder to Malzone. And that's going to go 5-4-3. Double play. Malzone to Runnels to Wirtz. Advancing to third is Tito Francona. So 2 outs. John Romano, the catcher, comes to the plate. Red Sox shift left on the pull hitter. Romano's 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs. Jimmy Pags goes through the sign. Cisco nods his head. Pags puts the target up. Here's the pitch to Romano. And he strikes him out in the 1-2 count looking. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-4, Cleveland. Carl Yastrzemski steps to the plate. Yaz 1 for 3. He's played a stellar right field. He's gunned 2 Cleveland Indians out at the plate. We now have a new catcher. Hal Bevan comes in, better defensive catcher. Mudcat Grant's still out there. He's up to 132 pitches. Nichols and Fernellis are ready. Cisco's up third this inning, the pitcher. So we're going to sit our bullpen down. Don't want to tire them out. Nichols to sit down. Fernellis to sit down. Yastrzemski steps in the left-hander batter's box. He awaits the pitch by Grant. Here it is. Yaz nubs one back to Grant, who throws to Power for out number 1. Jimmy Pag steps to the plate. Red Sox catcher 0 for 3. The windup and the pitch by Grant. Pags grounds to Held, who throws to Power. 2 up, 2 down. And Galen Cisco comes to the plate. He will not bat. Let's get the bullpen back up. Before we put the pinch hitter in. So we're going to get Nichols back up, the lefty. And Fernellis, the righty. They're both ready. Let's see who can pinch hit. Ron Jackson, 250. Ed Sadowski's under the Mendoza line. Joe Morgan's under the Mendoza line. And Jim Busby just barely above the Mendoza line. So Ron Jackson, you are the winner. Come on down. He'll pinch hit for Galen Cisco. He's a very good defensive first baseman. So Jackson comes off the bench. 4 contact, 4 power. Jackson batting .250, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Does not like to hit early in the count. 2 outs, no one on. He'll be taken. Here's the pitch by Grant. Ball 1. Jackson is an excellent pinch hitter, though. He's batting .500 as a pinch hitter. And when Jackson's ahead in the count, .259 average, he'll take again. Ball 2. He'll take it till he gets a strike. Ball 3, 3-0 count. Jackson puts the bat on the shoulder. Here's the pitch. That's in there. Curveball gets in. 3 balls, 1 strike. He'll take again. And that's ball 4. Jackson works a walk. We go to the top of the order. So Pete Reynolds comes to the plate. Reynolds is 3 for 4. And now we have a new pitcher. Bob Grimm comes in for the Cleveland Indians. They've seen enough of Mudcat Grant. Let's go to his final box score numbers. Mudcat pitched 7 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. Walked 3, struck out 6, gave up a home run. He threw 140 pitches. Bob Grimm out of the bullpen. 1 win, 3 losses, 2.92 earned run average. He has 10 saves so far in the year. This is a save opportunity. He struck out 27, walked 14. He has stuff of 5, movement of 8, which is very good, control of 6. But against lefties, 4.86. So Reynolds is ready. Grimm, a right-handed pitcher. Reynolds, a left-handed batter. 2 outs, 1 on. Grimm sets and delivers. Reynolds swings, and a diving stop, but it's going to be an infield hit. Phillips just eats the ball. Made a hell of a stop, but to no avail. The infield hit is still there. So now the tying run comes to the plate and Pumpsy Green. Green's 0 for 4. 2 outs, 2 on. Bob Grimm gets the sign from Bevan. Bevan sets the target. Grimm rocks and fires. Pumpsy Green sends that ball out to center field. King coming on, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Red Sox threaten but do not score. We have to put a new pitcher in. And we're going to go with Mike Fernellis. Chet Nichols will sit down. Go to the top of the 9th. Cleveland leads the Red Sox by 3, 7-4. Bubba Phillips to lead off the top of the 9th to face Mike Fernellis. Fernellis, 1 win, 3 losses. He has 5 saves. He struck out 24, walked 21, and he has a whopping earned run average of 6.16. Ken Castro says, Galen Cisco began with the Sox in 61. Probably, yes. I brought up a lot of young players, so. Yeah, I don't think he came up in 60 in real life. Fernellis gets the sign from Jimmy Pags. Here's the pitch to Phillips. And he strikes him out. He expanded the zone on that fastball. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down, and now third baseman Mike De La Hoz steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Fernellis working quickly. Here's the pitch. Strikes him out, swinging on a 3-2 count. Slider got him there. 2 up, 2 down, and now Bob Hale. Comes in to pinch hit. Hale is batting .267, no home runs, 2 RBIs, left-handed batter to face the right-handed Mike Fernellis. Red Sox looking for a 1-2-3 inning, once again to keep this game at a 3-run deficit. Fernellis peers in at Pagliarone, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Hale. And that ball goes out to center field. Billy Williams moves slightly to his right, camps under it, makes the catch, inning over. The throng of 800 cheer here at Fenway. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox bats have to get busy. They're down 3. Cleveland leads 7-4. Due up for the Red Sox. Williams, Malzone, and Wirtz, the heart of the order. Teddy Ballgame, 3 for 4. He's now batting .315. 19 home runs and 46 runs batted in. He did have a stint on the DL earlier in the year. The windup and the pitch by Grimm. Williams to take. That's inside. Ball 1. Williams bats .405 ahead in the count. He's ready to grip and rip. Grimm rocks and fires. Williams swings. That ball's blooped out to right field. Coming on is Keane, and he makes the catch in shallow right field for out number 1. Cleveland is 2 outs away from a victory here, and they don't have many. They only have 30 on the season compared to their 57 losses. Red Sox are 41 and 48. Frank Malzone, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Bevan goes through the signs. Grimm nods his head. He sets and delivers. Malzone works a walk on the 3-2 count. Patience is a virtue for Frank. 1 out, 1 on. Power hitting Vic Wirtz, Red Sox first baseman, comes to the plate. 3 for 4, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Indians are in double play depth, outfield normal. Wirtz will be taking. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there. No balls, 1 strike. Wirtz digs in. Grimm rocks and fires. Wirtz swings. That ball goes out to right center field. That's going back, and it is gone! Vic Wirtz has hit a 2-run bomb. His second of the game. That goes 393 feet. Pulls the Red Sox to within 1. It's now 7-6. Here come the Boston Red Sox. Billy Williams comes to the plate with 1 out. Sox down 1. Williams' power number against right-handed pitching, 7 out of 10. He's had 1 at-bat against Grimm, and he has a hit. Hal Bevan goes out to have a word with Bob Grimm on the mound. Red Sox will get their bullpen back up just in case we're going to extra innings. As Chet Nichols gets back up in the pen. He's a lefty. It'll be his game to win or lose if we go to extra innings. pretty much don't have anyone left in the pen. So Billy Williams 0 for 3 today. He'd love to snap out of it with a long ball. He'll be swinging away. Bevan goes through the sign, sets his target. The windup and the pitch to Billy Williams. Williams sends that ball out to right field. Keane comes on and he makes the catch. Out number 2. So with 2 outs, Red Sox trailing by 1, 7-6. Carl Yastrzemski comes to the plate. He's 1 for 4. Yaz has 3 home runs on the year. His power number, though, is only 2 out of 10 at this time in his career. He's 1 for 3 off Grimm. He'll be swinging away. Grimm peers in at Bevan, nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski punches that ball to Held, who fires over to Hale. Ball game over. The Cleveland Indians edge the Boston Red Sox in a thriller in the rain, 7-6 here at Fenway. Let's go to the final box score. And let me first say thank you to Ken Castro and Pesky Pull for joining me in the chat. And the box score will be up in a moment. It was a fun game. The Red Sox almost rallied to come back. They lose by 1, 7-6. Vic Wertz, with a 2-run blast in the 9th, pulled them to within 1. Let's see who the player of the game is going to be. Player of the game, Vic Wertz for the losing Boston Red Sox, and I'll tell you why. He was 4 for 5, 2 runs, 5 RBIs, and he had 2 home runs. Quite a game for Vic Wertz. Red Sox couldn't pull it off, though. Let's go to the pitching. Mudcat Grant gets the win. That's only his 3rd win against 14 losses. He went 7 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, gave up a home run. Bob Grimm got a very difficult save. That's save number 11. He went an inning and a third, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1, struck out none, gave up a home run to Vic Wertz. For the Red Sox, Earl Wilson takes the loss. He's now 6 wins, 5 losses. He only went 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 4 Ks. Ike DeLocke, 2 scoreless innings. He gave up 2 hits, walked 1. Galen Cisco, 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, and that run proved to be very costly. It was earned, walked 1, struck out 1. Mike Fernellis pitched a perfect top of the 9th with 2 strikeouts. Cleveland. Vic Power, 3 for 5, 3 hits, 1 strikeout. Bob Grimm, the pitcher, didn't get that bad. He got the save. Tito Francona, 4 for 4, 3 runs, 1 RBI, 1 walk. Woody Held, 2 for 3, an RBI and 2 walks. Harvey Keane, 0 for 4 with an RBI. Romano, 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. Hal Biven came in for defensive purposes, didn't get that bat. He caught. Bubba Phillips, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a strikeout. Mike De La Hoz, 0 for 4 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Mudcat Grant, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Bob Hale came in to pinch hit, 0 for 1, stayed in to play first. And the center fielder, Jim King, 1 for 3, scored a run, walked, and struck out. In total, Indians 34 at-bats, 7 runs, 14 hits, 7 RBIs, 6 walks, 7 Ks, 24 runners left on base. For the Red Sox, Pete Reynolds, 4 for 5, 2 runs scored. Pumpsy Green, tough day, 0 for 5. Ted Williams, 3 for 5 with a run scored. Frank Malzone, 2 for 4 with a run scored and RBI. He walked once, struck out once. Green struck out twice. Vic Wertz, player of the game, 4 for 5, 2 runs, 5 RBIs, 1 strikeout, 3 runners left on base, 2 home runs. Billy Williams 0 for 4, walked once, struck out once. Carl Yastrzemski 1 for 5, K'd once. Jimmy Pags 0 for 4. His hot streak comes to an end. Earl Wilson, he walked once. Pinch hitter Guile 0 for 1. DeLocke did not get in that bat. He pitched. Don Demeter 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Cisco didn't get in that bat. He just pitched. Jackson, pinch hitter, walked. And Mike Fernellis pitched and did not get in that bat. Red Sox 39 at bats, 6 runs, 14 hits, 6 RBIs, 4 walks, 6 Ks, 23 runners left on base. The rain came as predicted, but the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox were able to complete their ball game. The inspired effort of Boston first baseman Vic Wertz was not enough to prevent a 7-6 loss to the Cleveland Indians. Wertz went 4 for 5, 2 home runs, and 2 singles. He drove in 5 runs and scored twice. Mudcat Grant was the winning pitcher over 7 2/3 innings. He allowed 4 runs, 12 hits, and 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Bob Grimm got the save. That's his 11th in 13 chances. Bubba Phillips was a key contributor to the win for the Indians. In the top of the 4th, with 2 outs, the light-hitting second baseman stroked a single to right. He went 2 for 5 with 2 singles. "It's nice to come out on top today," said Phillips. Cleveland is now 31 wins, 57 losses, while Boston drops to 41 wins and 49 losses. Once again, Cleveland Indians victorious 7-6. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Pesky Pole. Remember to check out his channel. That's Pesky Pole. And thank you to Ken Castro. Health, happiness, take care, bye-bye, and God bless.